Yankopon obo enoma bebre according to the Bible. Osi gidie na edi hunu say Hebrews chapter 11 we ase hodo no wo de Yankopon anumasem ene boy. That means there are so many worlds that are created here, and the most difficult understanding people on topics like these Christians. But in the Bible, there are a lot of references that makes it easier for you to understand these things.
You are watching the biggest, the largest, the highest, the greatest, the tallest, and the mightiest world platform. I'm always Queen Hadassah. Call me Empress Makida. We are purely educational platform, the greatest ever. And we are the mother of all spiritual platforms. Here, you will know and you will not know. And the BIA will be before we keep delving deeper into spirituality. We want to know ourselves. We want to liberate ourselves. It's a journey. It's an error we are trying to correct. So how do we go about it? That's why this platform is here. I am Revelations. I welcome you, love, and hate it. Yes. Yes. Yade bebe bia cause an effect near the share wo kwan so me man krankra bia akwaba ai se na your first time me ma wakwaba omo wo platform nyina omo so hwe guest mo so me ma wakwaba just like it and appreciate the fact that we have opened thy eyes. You do Bible mo wakwaba. Today we are discussing why every believer should understand herbal wisdom instead of labeling it diabolical. Say obi owo gidie bia mu no ese se otumi nya ehahaba ho nimde na ogyae se ode eye mbrunsam na ode mabrunsam no abrunsam kro mo hwe eno de me na me so sorry. So this is what we are going to talk about. We have one of our brothers on set who is going to take us through my brother. I welcome you to Revelations.
Thank you.
Great. Today is your first day on this greatest platform.
Sure.
Please kindly pay obeisance to the followers, greet them and introduce yourself to us. If there are any loved ones you've left behind you want to say hello to, is equally allowed.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate, and every other person who's watching Revelations with Maame Grace. I really admire all of you, and I appreciate that today I'm privileged to be part of this particular great platform. And then I will say hi to all the KELVIN naturals who are watching all over the world. I have already informed all of you, we are over 15,000 people watching worldwide. And today I'm meeting one of the greatest person and the show. And she's very humble. So I think I'm also humbled meeting her. And at the same time, all of you, your support, the KELVIN disciples, every other person who's supporting, from dreamers to prayers to those who send the own energy they share with us. Thank you so much for supporting. Today, the reason why I am in Accra is to meet the KELVIN naturals. And today, we're going to talk about most of the important things that we need to be discussing, which most of the times we don't do. So as you watch me, I speak both languages, the Akan Chi and then English. Enti, mo share me ewo Accra, mo Medina, mo Tema, mo Kaswa, mo Amasamai, mo be share me airport in there. Yankopon shire mu nyina. I really appreciate all of you. And munim say nokre ne ye kan bre bia ye pe nokre. Enti ba bia ye kan nokre bia ye kokoko kan ye nokre. Na nipa onim nokre no hu nokre wo hu nokre so mfaso. Enti wa watena se wo betie no. Nyabere na te ase mamfa credo ento wadwene mu se wo nte ase bia apart from eno hwe ni wiase biem. Yese utie bebre se na Bible kan se mo so ahohom nyina nhwe na de eye no mo nso mu den. Sa wonya nso nhwe ya wontumi nka se enye akwanya a wode beso ahwe no nie Yankopon hyira no nka ho. Sa wo pese uhumi a TikTok medin e de doc KELPRO DOC now the KELPRO KELPRO asoso. We are the keeper of the ancient wisdom that concerns herbs and how truthful you should be. Remember, righteousness is not a selfish treasury. Righteousness is not a selfish treasury. No matter how righteous you think you are, you still have to be creating impact. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's a long intro. Thank you too. And welcome to Revelations.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, honestly. Abusia, I think it's going to be late. Hello, Kemini. Then intro, yeah. Kapru. I had to say, Caliponi, Kapru. There's something called Kapru, I know. Anyway, wait, generator. I know you're Kaipo.
We don't have such.
You are watching the biggest and the largest one of our brothers. So what exactly are you?
I will say I am an African evangelist.
One African evangelist. What's the source of your powers?
Powers.
Whatever you call it.
Well, talents. I think I'm utilizing my talents. And I know that if you expand your talent, it turns into power. And so I'm expanding the naturally given talent I was born with. Everything I do today, I was born with them.
You are born with them?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the knowledge you are going to share with us today, what's the source?
Well, the source is my own thoughts that I get from going high up in the spiritual understanding. And the next one is the Bible. And sources from just reading from famous people who spoke sense. So I'm mixing all together to see if I can make sense here.
So natural ability, research.
Yes. And natural intuition.
And one natural ability.
Okay,
so
sure.
Natural ability is natural intuition.
Yeah.
Artificial intuition.
I'm sure.
Oh my God. Okay, so your intro was quite lengthy and very, very touching.
Yeah, thank you.
So you said that nobody should put a padlock in their brain to think that what they know or what they believe in is the only thing that exists.
Sure, very important.
Tell us 5 things that you think exist that humans don't value it or humans condemn them.
Well, one of them I would say is the fact that destiny exists. Destiny, it's something that should be studied, known, and understood. But I see that today our understanding has changed because before, when you give birth, there were systems in Africa that you get to see a wise person to look at the destiny of your child and tell you what you should be expecting. But today, there are no other people like that. If you go to the Bible, when Jesus was born, I know in my church we call Jesus Yeshua, which is the original Hebrew name that we've all have heard. And so I use Yeshua. So when he was born, there were people who went to see him and they went to talk about what he was coming to do. It is recorded in the Bible. And so these things tells us that it is almost compulsory that if you must follow the same leader, we should have a system that looks into our existence. But today we don't have. So when you akwala yen hwe nsem even a chira de no kra jan hospital e ma mo twetwene but before ye de beba fie ne ye besie adua according to that wo no ne krada ne de dua no ene na communicate. I think this thing should be here today. The understanding should be proper now. But the next other thing is the fact that Nyankopon obo enoma bebre according to the Bible. Osi gidie ne di hunu say Hebrews chapter 11 we ase hodo no where the Nyankopon anumasem and a boy. That means there are so many worlds that are created here. And the most difficult understanding people on topics like these are Christians. But in the Bible, there are a lot of references that makes it easier for you to understand these things. So the next one is that knowing that there are different worlds that are created. The third one is knowing that it is possible that somebody can go and come back again without thinking that it was the same body. Why? Because if I am a creator and I want to create something, and whatever I plan to create fails in the process, the understanding, the reason, the purpose for my creation is still in my head. So the next thing I create may embody a different kind of structure, but will still have the same reason why I created it. So if it's a Gary machine, it must definitely give me Gary at the end of the day. Anybody who fails to understand this cannot even set up an empire on earth because it is a simple understanding that leads from there to here. Now, the next other thing I think that exists that we don't know is that everything that God created has a code. either a code to understanding it or code to using it, or just knowing when to stay away. That's one. Then the fourth other thing is that I also believe that some people are gods. Although all of us can be, but as it stands now, some people will be. According to Psalm 82 verse 6, it says that ye are gods. But there was a clause afterwards that because of something, you would die like humans. So the mistake that is there for us not to understand. So I would say the knowledge that exists, which we don't see it important. And then maybe the last one would be diet is spiritual. It exists.
Diet.
It's spiritual.
The food we eat.
Yes.
You are watching The Biggest. People are asking, we have some kind of rules on this, said that when you come here and it is not your brand and you don't have eye problem, you remove your spectacles. So I want to know whether it is your brand. Nobody has ever seen your eyes on any platform before, or you can remove it.
Well, somebody have seen my eyes before, but it depends on what I'm talking about. Normally, if I'm going to be high in spirit, I prefer to wear something.
Anything, any reason for that? We are learning from you.
I think that eye contact is very important when it comes to spirituality, right? Me looking into your eyes straightly means something than if I am looking behind through a veil.
What is something we want to know? Because if we are sitting on a spiritual platform and you
so we can go all out. That's what you
that's what I'm saying. So I don't see why you should have a veil.
Okay.
So explain to me. So if I understand, it's a rule we have here, but if they understand, so explain for us to see if we can.
Okay. So I think that my eyes are connected to my brain. If I am allowed to look elsewhere here, I will be distracted. I won't be confused on this show, but I'll be distracted on thoughts. Therefore, I may be saying a lot of things which are relevant but aren't important now. But this, I have connected it to my understanding that the moment I put on this, I am fixated on one thing, and I can be looking at you like this for 3 hours without making mistakes. If I take it out, my eyes will keep moving around.
How long have you been doing this?
14 years.
And you don't have control over yourself.
I do.
You have to look for mediator or something.
I have a control.
So why do you have to control your thoughts and your brain with spectacles? Tell me.
It's not the spectacles itself. It can be anything. I can put the nyanya on my head and remove the spectacles. But I chose to be on the spectacles today.
I want to know the reason. It's not by
That's what I'm saying. I have made up my mind that when I come to...
Why have you made up? Are you running away from me?
No, really.
So what is it about?
No, really.
Because we are just two here. And if you are doing this, it is because of me. That's what you are saying.
No,
Simply put, let's leave it. Wear your spectacles, your googles. Wait, I was on you.
Thank you.
I try. Also, it means me to be forced because he has to be free and flow.
Thank you.
I welcome us once again. Oh, why Barry Damalanko. So tell me, you said you are what evangelist?
African evangelist.
What's the difference between African evangelists and where evangelists? Which evangelists again? How many evangelists do we have?
We have missionaries who are evangelists.
Okay.
Yeah, but I am born and raised in Africa, and I am an evangelist of the gospel of Africans. Okay. The gospel for Africans.
Okay. So what do you use? Do you use the Bible? What's
I
your
do.
book?
I use the Bible. That's the main thing. And the next other thing, I write my own Bibles.
You write your own Bibles. Okay, you are challenging me and Trump. Anyways, so what exactly is your mission? What is your source of power? And for the evangelism, not for you as a person.
Yeah, I get it.
And what is your destination? And what are you preaching to your people? And what is their reward?
Okay. So my power, the source, is the creator. That I believe that it is very, very possible that there should be a power that is bigger than me in whatever sense. Because I can see, can feel, but there are times those things doesn't work. So whoever is able to make sure that happens, I have to. So per my knowledge till now, I have realized that there is a name called Yahweh. So I have believed in that name. And I have used the name to do a lot of things, and it has worked. Okay. Therefore, I do not have to look for any other thing, since all I wanted is my thing should work for me. So I don't have any other source. Like, I don't depend on any other physical or spiritual means
Yahweh.
of... Yeah, when I say that's it, that's Yahweh.
Okay. So what's your destination? Like, what's your destination? You and your people?
Yeah, me and my people are looking forward to bringing back the things that were supposed to be, which are not. For example, the ancient way of lifestyle in Africa, how herbal lifestyle was in Africa, and now how worshiping God is, or was, is now and was. So we're going to make sure that we bridge the difference. So my people will get to a point where they will understand that the world is not a theater for you to watch movies, but it is a playground or a ground for you to start creation. So we are going to change a lot of things that are supposed to be changed by telling them the importance of those things and then what we are going through now. So it will make it easier for everybody to be part. If I just tell people to follow me, it's different from if I change them. So for example, if I am to prepare something for you to take for sleeping, I'll prepare it in front of you and let you know how to prepare it. So when you come tomorrow and I'm not here, you can prepare your own sleeping fial. So
that's not the question. What is your destination? Where the end? Where will you people be? People have heaven. People have hell. Where is your destination?
Okay, final destination. Well, I believe in heaven, but in a different way. That when you take the synopsis in the Bible about what heaven should be, it's about peace, it's about joy, it's about happiness, it's about living forever, it's about not hurting people, loving more and caring. So if we get to a point where we can all understand how to love, to care, to live in harmony, in peace, the heaven is here. Besides, the Bible says that the heaven is in you. Therefore, we believe that we must first have the heaven here on earth, not as if an established place, but a state of mind where people will think that it is possible to ever think that Maame Grace is hungry and I want to get her food without she telling me. Because that's the story we have about heaven. If I say, "Come to me, mani betina fufu siwo," so that's fine. How do I practice this to see if it will work? What you ho, mahu se bia wonyam. Enti mahu se kombe de obi a okondo kontomire abomu ne ampesie, right? So I will go and look for the kontomire abomu sometimes by looking into your face or by you saying, say, kaminya kontomire abomu ne ampesie anka medio. I heard it. I didn't come to you. I went straight. I get you the kontomire abomu, and then so you will now believe that it is possible that one day I can just sit down and say I want to eat fufu and rere kwai after this, and it will happen. Else, it will be difficult for me to believe that tomorrow, what you can never do today. So I tell people, you cannot be raising bulldog 6 in your house when you can feed the guys who could steal in your area. So that's our mission, that we will have the heaven here, not an established institution. Then it will warrant us to wait in course. If in case whatever we've heard about the coming heaven will come, we are already citizens. So we are getting the citizens.
Since you are also worshiping Yahweh and you are also using the Bible, so you are saying, can I call you a Christian?
I can be called a Christian just to be part of them, but my thoughts will be different.
Why? Tell me, explain why they are different from you in thought.
So I cannot say I'm a Jew because I don't go to Jewish temples. And I cannot also say I'm not a Christian because currently I fellowship with Christians. And then what I'm in is not a church. It's a movement where I do myself, like let's say on a Sabbath day, I would go to a place just like maybe if you were a Christian, you would go to like Pentecost church. Wherever I go, on Sabbath day, we have a place we meet. But even that is not registered as a church. So, but we go there to learn. So I would say that I do not have a specific connection with Christian and without Christians. What I am standing in is now is printing my own path, the path that connects exactly with the path of the Asian people, Moses and all those people that
so right now you are not telling us where you belong. Bible ankasa kra ka say the ordinary nine bakusi ade bakusi and no nyashi we ready you know. Yeah. So where do you belong actually?
So that's what I'm saying, that I belong to believers. The believer shouldn't be.
Who do you term a believer?
Yes, somebody who listens to.
Who do you term a believer?
Who I term a believer is somebody who believes in the existence of God's creation and his purpose. So whoever believes in the fact that here on earth, you are here for a purpose. 1, 2, you are here by someone a power that is mightier than you. 2, you are here to do something. You are a believer of what is here. The earth is made up of a lot of things. And if you believe in them, you are a believer of the earth, because you cannot believe in anything that doesn't exist whilst you exist.
What's the difference between this belief and the belief of Christians?
So Christianity, it's simple, that you follow the steps of Christ. That is the Christianity with the statement, but the understanding is different.
Tell us.
Good. So the statement Christianity in explanation is me telling you that I am a Pentecostal church member and that I'm a card-bearing member of the church, and every Sunday I go to church, I pay my tithe, I pay my everything, and then you will see me doing it. That is it. If the Pentecost church says that, say menye moba na se menye ne ho ade a eye bone asori no betuma asen, I have to do everything to make sure that metimi no oba da kora, all they're looking forward to is menye moba no da. If I can't do that, then I have to choose 2 ways, either to abort say oba no nyema, and now said to let the oba no give birth and leave the church. Now if I am in the Pentecost today, I would be a Christian when I join them to fellowship. That is the understanding. But if I get
your room, you do something else.
Good. So if I get a woman pregnant and the Pentecost church says that, they would omit to me as saying, now the only option is to make sure say ba be yin say na I will leave the church. Na mama ba now. So here you cannot put me in there. But where I am to menso me here, because anya sorry bia na wo say utimi kwanyim oba bra wonye ne ho ade na oba omejo.
So say na nkasa sorry na nkasa. Any movement. What is the difference?
Difference in say movement no. You need specific rigid rules. Say bia Maame Grace o she white a wontimi metena ha. Oba ha na o she wig a wontimi metena ha. What one wontimi metena, there's nothing like that. In movement, it comes with ideas and learning. And he said, "They okay, me tia. I need to take what will help me. Now I follow principles. Now they are building my brabo. That is movement. But in church, I deal when you so. You must always leave this thing here. Sebebo biti apine okra. Let it be there. Where you are going to sell by junior trape. Where a triatedom. They will label you. Anytime be a ubehun bibi. Who said this thing is a bit bigger than what they are discussing. If you bring it out, they will say, "We challenging penny for." Keep quiet. No matter what you see. I meet people who say, "Na mi huna ade apanse say mi huna ade," just because wakwaya suffocate wa sorry bim. And wakwaya suffocate one so penny say, "Wo so da ehun say enra obi ani afra wo ha. Oba ha no wo sa na yade. Ade achi, the same person came. Na suffocate wa ko bompa so penny say da bi nyesa, we muska na mo pe, mano kakra. No moment is kind of oko. Meanwhile, the thing was supposed to happen. Nanka page akwana na talent. This is just a real life story I'm telling you, and I face them on a daily basis. But I don't know whether to be able to tell you exactly what I do. That's the problem. That's why so certain questions may not be. It may be coming as you go along, but I might not be specific or
Why
too
specific. Why won't you be specific? Because
I won't understand what I will say now if I don't tell you exactly what I want to say. Some of the things, if they are said before, narrated, it looks concave afterwards, and you might turn a truthful person to be, a liar, if you don't take your time for the whole story to play off.
So is it cha-cha we are doing?
No, really. We are going to land at exactly what is in your direction here for everybody else who wants the revelations.
So when you die, you people are here, like reincarnation. Or what? I want to know.
No. I do not believe in when you die. One of us better na ha. What I believe in is that we read Bible more say na adifo no nyina ehye nkom bedru Yohani suboni so. Na say mugu so retwen Elia obeba na ene me ka che mo se waba na one no. The one no referring to John the Baptist. So here is the understanding. John the Baptist. Na so one Elia na, how do we connect it? John the Baptist, Jezebel person or rule or ye na jum friends Elijah, Jezebel person or rule owie okum Baal asofo eno achi John the Baptist by abra ewiase no so amane. So you take physical aspect, sorry, say Old Testament ye kasa oba ye ba New Testament also translating say ejina homa sorry na esom. So when you come here, the Jezebel at John the Baptist time sorry na ayira no
Elijah's time.
John the Baptist time make say later on. So John the Baptist time no Jezebel no ya sorry no man na amane no and nipa na omoma ne yenso no John the Baptist akoka ho asem say de e wo say
Adani asori no
ene yakunu mu oba nso bekum John the Baptist. So me no me kan we emfa no kwa. So but Christianity can say oh normal te dru ba bia ho asa wo ye addition bi na opese ho han wa no wo kotu na their support no wo twitwa ho but the drew real life set na say you know say why did he say that and now people don't want. For example Bible mu kan Yesu ka say mo aboate abefro enso ntimi nya ohwe statement no it is not just by hearing, it is by understanding. And to me, that's how I understand. This is how I understand it. Say, okay, me too we minimum normal baby amena na chere me say, utu ntantasu hini. Na wo de hwentia ka ho. Na say wo de tweta ka ho. Na wo che na wo ye no moto a. Wo betimi e de afra okoko adisa. Wo ebe wo 40 minutes kra obewu wo ho. So now, how do I actualize this statement in the Bible? Me mate asem no. But says ya wo nyam ben me. Ba ma sha ase edi ntantasu hini ti wo no ben me no wantima anya me hwe wo so ye kristoni wo de anesa wo bompae wo no be ka wi a na ya bompae ma na ya catch us say yemfa onko hospital. Who was proactive, who used the real meaning of the Bible no kind.
As a Bible no na the why mistake one can ye now can so wo be fro one fa tentansuo na ntwero mu wo how are you going to know this tentansuo plus wa fro na se tentansuo ni ben 40 minutes no okokora say asem na mbam
into Bible can say
fro yet e so be say wo kom sukuya ni ye mu say yeah
into Bible can say nimudi a memma ni enti
no ma wuwi
we twa wona go. So what that means is that if you're reading the Bible now do ho na oka say nimudi a memma ni enti a it means that you have to go back and ask the question nimudi a ben na me here. So somehow no you cannot blame the Bible entirely. Why? Because you can't Prof. Quams, Akiola, the choro exams pass it. Sometimes you see what you are writing is gibberish, but you just have to write it for the whatever writing to give you your hand. So if you decide to do your life like that, oh yeah, who
hey,
yes.
If you decide to do your life like that, who ye who reading your man try to say graphic.
No. Silent person, Michelle. Exactly.
Nyamina me kan o ono no kan
me na me kan
so won be answer na
I am the ancient prince of Africa.
You are the dear
ancient prince of Africa.
Africa na you king we ha na wo be prince.
Yeah, prince.
Na one na king. You ni ancient king. Why are you saying you are ancient prince?
Yeah, it is wisdom throne so.
Emba be hunu na ya wa. Me hunu na ya wa.
Obi ti be hunu.
I'll just back. The greatest. Okay, so let's get into your topic.
Okay.
Now you've made us to understand who a believer is. Okay. Now I have so much to ask you, but we are 28 minutes gone, and your topic too is very important to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask about God. I wanted to ask about destiny. I wanted to ask about what Yahweh got to do with Asians and what Yahweh got to do with Sidia and
all of that.
All of that.
Yeah.
But yes, but your topic is equally huge. So I would suspend those questions, and then for you to teach your topic. Maybe when they give you life, then I will take advantage and then go into that. Then we'll continue because your topic is huge. Why every believer should understand herbal wisdom instead of labeling it diabolical? Why do you say so?
I think that Bibi anywhere we are no wiase any mfitiase na we are the first person we enti no se obefre ho gidi ni a etwa se obi say gidi na okutamu no when e di kan ejidi wom Bible ka say mon kai mon panyimfo a woka mo Nyankopon asem mon hwe omo abrabo awieye na monsua omo gidie enti se me gidi se Moses ba wiase a de Moses ba ye na eye se ya de na misua firim a de na nipa be hu wo me ho. And so I believe that it is very important that everybody who believes in something to produce something from what they believe in, it should be positive.
It should be positive.
Whatever you believe
but
in.
But not negative.
Not negative.
So how do we get balance?
Yes.
If that's what you think.
Yes. So what I know is that existence is all about understanding. We may not agree today, but if we understand that whatever I'm going to do is certainly what will not hurt you, there's never going to be a problem.
If you should believe that.
I should believe that whatever I'm going to do will only make you happy, but not hurt you.
How do you know?
That's what I'm saying. If I believe that, that is what I should be doing. I will channel my energy into thinking, reconnecting, unlearning and relearning about who Maame Grace is.
So you don't get me hurt?
No, so I don't get you hurt.
But that's what I'm saying. If I don't know what is called hurt, and you don't hurt me, how would I know you are doing me good or bad? I must experience both to be able to determine that this person is this or that. That's what we call balance.
That's true.
Yeah.
This century is not the first century. All of us have existed in a previous century, all of us today who are watching. Now, my century here talks about just a year. So anybody who is 1 year old has been hurt before. So if they heard about me today, whatever that they've seen in their past that was pain to them is what we call hurt. Now we know it and we know how it felt. So there is everybody who's listening to me who already knows what hurt is. All what we need now is that we know how to feel good and how to feel bad. But let's rather choose how to feel good so that you have already been hurt before, no matter what. You've been hurt before, no matter what. I have too. They have too. Everybody else, your viewers have too. So who is the newest person here? We can ask questions, but some may be considered rhetorical now. Why? Because our viewers are already overriding that. So what we have to do now is to focus on the emphasis of how to bring the balance, like you asked. Yes, which what I do is to tell people the possibility of doing good instead of bad. So it doesn't become easier for you to do bad instead of thinking or planning to do good.
Is this for only a group of people, or you think, or is for only human, or is for the entire universe?
Yes. The main story is for the entire universe. But the first target is humans, because those are the easiest to talk to.
So you feel you can talk to humans and extend it to the universe to understand this?
Sure.
Including gravity?
Very fast.
How? Explain.
Okay, so I think that activities changes those things that you mentioned, the gravity and whatever. Activities on Earth changes them. So, for example, if I want to experience rain here, this place is Tema Community 20, right? So if I want to experience rain here, that in the next 3 years, I want us to experience rain in Tema Community 20 more than any other community. And I have the power to control how people think. What I have to do is to start looking at what makes rain fall and start telling and educating the people to plan and work on how to make that, to make sure we have rain.
Make it straightforward. What will you tell the people? How do we make rain fall?
So I will tell the people that river bodies, clean river bodies attract rainfalls. I will tell people that the trees that we have, the forest, is connected to rain, with which there are already signs over that. Cyclonic rainfall and all of that, we all know. Therefore, I won't be stressing myself over there. Now, we know that there are no forests around, like our forest reserves have been destroyed. We cut down trees anyhow. We destroy anything we want. So I will focus on telling people the benefits of planting trees and making sure that they grow, and not cutting tree anytime you wish because you think you planted it. Therefore, with time, if I want to say today, I want to pray for it to rain, because I've already set the miracle in process, my miracle will happen.
The basis of it.
Yes.
So you've laid everything down.
Sure.
So you know that there are trees, there are rivers, clean rivers.
Yes.
The place
can
attract rain.
So
when
everything.
You say then,
yes.
Yes. Now why a miracle? Because I also phobia in Israel. Some time ago now. Oh, first I try to ticket here. Now we try to a glass door no. senses ebie ya o say me honam kora to me biu do me say papa jango yale nkrofo na di na chi ni to bom nsem kwa me say ye da ben Africa anye easy o we plan we na asi ombeka say nyame na e cost this that just we have everything in place, just mix the chemical and make things happen e bomb pa intim pa em faso wo so ni the way it is.
And it depends on the type of prayer.
What type? Give me 3 types. Give me 1 useless one and 2 good ones. Okay. I always look for
one useless prayer is shouting and repeating words.
Like
you're just making noise. Like, for example, Christian tongues. It's a very useless prayer, with all due respect. Why? Because you are not saying anything. I know a lot of people who speak tongues who knows they don't understand and do not even know they're speaking.
But it's not that if they know they don't understand. Biblically, they said we are not supposed to understand. It's a language we are talking to Yahweh God. So what are you saying?
Well, those who translate that part miss the real translation, because it did not anywhere say that we are not supposed to. They say the person who is speaking to his God. That's what it means. Not I'm not supposed to understand. Because after he said that, or the kasafo kasa. Na de ugina won chen na ntia obeye den na wagie atum se bia o kan wi obeka se enye ho until the o can say. So you may be cursing me, so I cannot say amen. To say me mawura son dem na elder will say wa wote ha ti wa wote ha wo yire a wo mpena yankopon be kun na manfo aka amen men kan da
because who?
Yeah, because me too me wom. Yes, me too me one penalty.
Matthias, like my I understand.
Like easy say me I won't put the curse there to wait for me. Exactly.
Baby, I may come say omomra na omobusu no na akilium.
I won't do that. I won't do that. I can make an intentional law right now. Na sanche me. Instead of focusing on telling you, Mami Grace, I'm still new in this business. So if I make mistake, correct me. If I say,
simple, easy.
If me catch you say, oh man, have be ama be say no, I won't.
Papa bi oba ha kremoni o o se oye malam na me bisa ne say on kan 1 2 3 mami on kan 1 2 3 mami wo Arab kasem.
Okay,
so what say we do
malam dey just say yeah sure
and all kind 1 2 3 no wo Hausa kasem na me say me mpe Hausa me pe de wo Quran mu
the Quran e bia na Hausa wo
ma no start tau foul o wie na me je so pias apparently they all kind enya 1 2 3
sir.
And how you see ABC the idea afra. Papa e bebu mi funa mo platform isu. Many we message so crap out. Enti we just need to know until be good ones near the
good ones, good
two,
prayers.
Two.
Okay. First good prayer is to be thankful. It's a good prayer. A prayer doesn't have to be requesting. And yet and bia na obompaya ojibibi. Sometimes obetima dase empire by asedam paye. Being thankful for your life, for the existence of the things you see, for the benefit. Mean say, Christo ni bia bompa ye bebre, esra die bebre no. Mempe wasam. Nyese me tanwo, mempe wo Christo nti ase na asem. Adentia, de wo ye no. Wo manyankopon bre. Se si ati we. Sa de bechi, ni nyina yakọ Flagstaff House. Ni ese John Mama. We say me yefunu ye me ya, na won so aba me ti ye me ya, na we aba me na ye me ya. A demonstration against the president. And Mami Misao say yes sir, does it mean the president is...
So
if we go every day to church to demonstrate against God, it means he's not performing. So whatever understanding you have about your God that always forces you to demonstrate against him is lesser of yourself, talk less of the God.
That's huge. That's huge. Okay, so you are teaching us why we should understand herbal wisdom and stop labeling it diabolical.
Yeah. And right now, what I want to say is that I see that Ajumadiye, Africa for Ajumadiye, because what I'm saying, these things are coming in from way back, like maybe 3 years. I'm remembering a lot of things right now. But funny, somehow, and I say, ye na me phone number na me from Mami Grace ombe hu manage ho pa sem shares be ba bi wadru no kwambia so wosika timi hwese mitimi ya ade bi na opemasem na eya na hwa akra obetima toka acheme na mitimi ya na toka acheme a adwuma na adi ba se me so menim se semino nante a ebe mo wa di yi more na wote ase e bia wo so unim na me no nante na 3 months boom watra triple of babia waduru a adwuma nso ayeden
adi obi edi obi
mo se ubodua ebe chew se me bodua ebe cheme nti uhia oba na se this guy we ni mu be de hwene to hwene na ntu na okope no na ono so branch we hwe na ebe wone ho. So the mindset no yeah at the corner.
But the other it makes you or makes you or make you.
Yes.
Hey, ready you wo.
Nti say onu nya na wo say ebinsi da okobodua.
Wo na wo Jimmy.
Eh direct.
Sorry.
Eh direct.
Direct.
Why are you doing it? Didn't you hear? Because sa na nka wokoye no. Na ye de ayo. So you keep quiet. Enti no I've realized time I say adwene sa de we ho was na me ye mobile money 2015 thereabouts na me ye mobile money na adwuma we na me ye na me shedam pie me wodam e ho a o frame ni say o enro wantimanda so wantimanda no akokọ mesa ne gova haban ono ma obeda automatically ono ma obeda nye se ugidi o
there is say haban no de ewo mu no so that's it
good so it was there and na me ye mobile money na me wo ho na nkrofo bi aframe me o frame me na say my ye mistake oh no o say why we need promotion MTN promotion enti ye be ma ska 5 million ni amount airtime 150 cedis ni amount mobile phone ni amount so when I got excited but Mr. T mobile money business in every 1 year enti no I should have been thinking say the airport na my year in less than 1 year matima we any promotion my enjoying sir when I me sha say fan say oh possible is part of those things say MTN for crowd for more we enti no say nanya me adom na mo de bibi bremi I should take it in peace kwa otimis scam me 500 cedis ti firi wa ba na me dwene ho me frɛ akwa na o ka che me say madufu die enti na otimi kan me so I was like okay it is no longer funny mantie me san ye bi another one yes that's how the Christopher your thesis here and I will connect it say 2016 na me yes me toka ntimi hu this the who matters nkete ewo Gigi na Gigi no so say me picking the phone number me in the chat no the guy was communicating and the kind of English he speaks says Moses Cameron no mo style am ka mo bro for na utimi chi omo ntem this guy was fluent and he could speak standard English so the way and the story was very very akwano dada me aduru ba bi ma me can say I know that you are lying but I have bought your story I just want to waste the money. Now, honto. You understand what I'm saying? As someone now cannot boah, I feel it. But story now they are man
deserving reward.
Where ni cousin be a rape will be. I must say I cut 2 days no accord them no osunti so. Mamete. So if this one my journey one and but edu baby no. Sa first one here humobro any me personal nature. Odika no so the freaking tampon na breme wo brekum odru close to Techima no odifri no so the free himfa kintampo oya ben brekum sorry Techima no
police go be chi na ma why you
of friend say we friend say the charge battery no alternator asay entilo ho na adwene ne sha say me apply na ye adwuma dada but na me say e betumi aye possible let me just allow I want to learn sometimes me sha da yes enti o sha say alternator na say na me say okay me wo guys wo Techman baby also wo no 5 minutes ride my friend no on first camera wo ho na to alternator no betumi assist o why not say you see I have to go back to my hometown and then I feel all of a sudden voice no asesa kosoro na me say okay my brother I understand that you want to scam me I'm ready for you to scam me but be flexible. Don't stress me.
Me this kind of
my decide to say when this kind of free. Me and Kasa. What's there me? Come the better because I feel like God has been good to me. Let me be kind today. Nti na mati wa nyese me nisan sama o kan ye tro. Masana no ajolof wo fie. Sa oba no anya bi adi. Onim de ntia. Me ye papa na to ho da ache. Ye wuntia. But oye mistake. O say if I lie to you, let God punish me and my children.
So omo ni say God dey nya hwe. Eno na ye omo mistake no.
So and so that's the point. Now, God, why? Because he had said the word, and the word became spirit.
Exactly.
But my problem is that Akwalano is now connected. Such an innocent boy. So that is what is happening. So my understanding is that let's come out from the Bible font. Let's stand on playgrounds.
Face fact, reality.
Into the all kind of matter. Let's see it here. So we see Peter, Odu Capernaum, and then the sunsum told ni person or sorry, me, assume I'm Peter. I want my sunsum to raise somebody. The day it does, I believe that.
Because no musu ye nipa.
Yes. I don't think say akwa we otibi isi kan twa obi aso be wo kronkron ya cheme. Me tu we den pass meto tire ba obi. Na Peter timi isi kan heun.
Etwa na so.
What you say na say still ano Yankopon use na. It means that whatever I do now, it has got nothing to do with the use God is going to use me. Therefore, I have to only think positive. Because at the end of the day, in some
common sense, way and simple knowledge.
That's all. Sana me gene. Into the woman here, you know, I don't believe in change. I believe in this. Why? Ne sentinel. Me cry ahem. 2. SI me come say, you know, me feel some kind of difference in me. I cannot explain all the things I feel, but I feel good. Therefore, we a friend is saying, nyenya, me nana, enyini chemi, no ben Yankopon chemi. There's no generation whose first generation was worse than said that you be a first generation, you're better.
Definitely.
And the Bible really affirms it. So these are the things that keep me hooked somehow. That Bible now quite timpono. What about Yankopon chen we use Bible timpono. And if you are a pastor and you do not believe in herbal medicine, then you should look for your God, because the God of the Bible believes in herbal medicine.
You are watching the biggest. Onyame abade nyina na wate ho no de ama nipa say yenje. So still e bi ye bone. E ho no minti has survive na yeden.
Yes. So this is what a misunderstanding. For example, me wo product bi am here recently. I think that I have to make sure you get it before I leave Accra. So one no ma there na menton bi. Aye. So one no ma onim de ntia. I know that you will see something.
Okay.
And I want to try.
Means so I want to, you know,
and I'll feel free and tell you all the ingredients that you can use anything to check. Now I want to tell you, my friend, my 2D motor. I will never change the name. People said, you're in detox powder. And I'm saying, you don't decide what I say. Where's our spirit? The fact that when you say it today, it's powerful. The true meaning of a name is the knowledge of that thing and not the mentioning.
Now we buy shilajit. People ship loads of shilajit. Shilajit is motor. Over 100 herbs. It's just the understanding and the words.
Yes.
That's
so when I prefer say yakamoto. So what I say?
I don't know soon.
Until when I say moto, people the type of testimonies I hear, because I be like, is it the same product that I know and I had the for? But when you call it just powder, it doesn't even work like that. At the end of me, so we take it here. Automatically, you feel that you are energized, and it can take you to the next morning.
I need it for gym.
Oh, we need problem.
Allah.
We need problem.
Mana na waba madade do. Ebe madade ma yesisi.
I'm me a bad rough.
Allah. You're watching the biggest and the largest. So, as for herbs, a herbs issue is a little bit difficult to talk about with believers. But in actual fact, you cannot condemn any herb and still be eating cabbage and lettuce and the rest. It's still herbs. But I don't actually know why. But I don't also blame them. Because the way herb things are flying on the internet, how fake and sometimes it be so embarrassing.
Disgusting.
Yes. Sometimes you can't also complain. You can't also complain why people should see it as diabolical or something. Because utimi who said the ebinu mu ye pa de anu ye den. Enu so ye be ne den. Because nipa wure fi bibi mu. Nipa eni daso e free bibi mu. Se onipa bi de ade no e daada ne bebre buru so a afi na ne wure ato.
Yes.
What you say? Because ade ye obi de edi kane a ofa ne say ye bibi na asi. But say ye nipa no to waso ye nipa no to waso na fe na be ma ye den aba bebu.
Yeah.
So inti eno so ye nya so ye ka ho.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Inti de mi hu nie. Mi hu say we those who think positive have to unite with positivity and pose threats to the negative energy. Yenya yesusu say ade no da so ye papa. I was see ye ni yie no. I was see a kambum. ne ma ya hoɔden a ɛyɛ yɛ ade yi ahoɔden no epem de asɛe enye no enkoto baabi na fe ayɛ mmerɛ amade na dwene mu da hɔ anka ɔno an yehia no ahunu nokore.
You are watching The Biggest 18 years ago. You know Noni, right?
Sure.
Noni plant.
I do.
And you making who no inspire Ghana. Na papa bi or internet no making noise about it. No ko fear brochire na eba. But to satam na bo yedin.
Yeah.
And I make a chance and say the omo yede fear brochire ba na ye flavor no mo de egu nsu. No mo de ababa de ameye no. Me ye me a obeba no na my gallons bebre na me hye no.
Natural ones.
Natural ones.
Okay.
Ya na me ye wo fie.
Okay.
Enti afa de na no beto. Ebi etumi ye 200 bottles 2000 bottles no wa befa. Afa dru ba bi no. Ontia meka. Me ko kan ye no start self or condemn media. Me ye no.
Ah okay, wo de no.
No befa koton. Na no befa me ya ono ana no befa from Gulf City. Me ya no wa befa ebi 2000 bottles or koton no this. On face ka na mba na me ni nya we no. Na fe me ya me yes me ton ma de wo fe ni started making bad way about it. Na me beja na ma wantumi so anya bi anton besi nne. To those who were benefiting from it no kra enya benefit ni edium. Nti sometimes no it's not that ade ani mboayen but behaviors na eya ye de tan e chire no so e block ye bebe nti afa de me be chire me chire nkrofo bebre se nkrofo bebre kra ye. So eno so na ema ye nji herbs no endi recently kra be kaya obi de eduro bi call radio station or something like that for advert. Apparently it was just water. And no they call you
a lot of that.
Na domo ya advert ni pa no ya advert na
coffee powder because coffee powder and you say we basti bi no mo sunya no sa ono okuta coffee powder mo beji hotel ni boys na anajo no mo na coffee powder no na ye de egwedi no mo de na makrasi e kokko aduro. You see, this is the problem,
but the
right?
The point is, what are you doing to the souls?
Yes, that's the point. The point, no, is all of us are ready to, no, most of us, I don't know if you say all or most, are ready to do everything for money and nothing for our people. That's why. Because it is easier. This way you make the money. But what I believe in is that, and I'm very scared about this understanding. Ton oyade nenya anuadro. Sell your sickness and get it cured. This is your water. Please, can you touch it? So I'm selling back your water to you. So whatever you said you got when I took your water, you will get it when you touched it. So if semiti it's all about money. Na mi hu obi an owa chacha, my jiniska or the chacha na beshe me na oko. Obi a wocho, my jiniska or the cho abesi wo. Obi a wo yefuniade my jiniska or the yefuniade abesho and yade. How many sickness am I buying?
Hey!
Because a demand and supply.
Hey!
So if you demand more and you refuse to supply, it remains with you and it can be choked or expired. And a choky scent can kill.
That is huge. Sorry. The truth of the matter is, if somebody is not conscious, actually, he wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
They are me pa na me pe to hell with whatever that will happen. So, for episode ni na fa bom tofa. You know so the mama so na me nom. Said the tibia nim say me ma beka. O kira de di cream bi ba ha nom na. Wo de ye wechi a but me catch them say me mpa de ebon. Na cream ni ye when you put it at your back me travel a lot. Nti ya mechi. Would the yes about 30 minutes. Na pain ni na but the scent means we answer but under normal circumstances me will pain wo mechi na me I would prefer to finish bathing then me na my if I will sleep or something like that. Until me catch any plane say dro ni dey ye but me I don't like the scent. Me pa the bones are like enti o de ba na ya meka someone munim I will say it or say man no so me no me ka say me no ma me no me say me no ma me no o cha mata de me say me nsha me catch you plane say me nshe I'm not going to lie to enti o de ba na me no na ya meka say munim ai enti say fa wo we ni nyina bom tofa na kasa kire yen de a wo pese wo ka ma wiase te wase na ebu wiase nipa nso so na afa mi bi so omo do beba life no mo ebise bisa questions a
Okay, me that's it. The kind Maame na was say what year tum say me ma wadru na obenom.
Ah, say me ka kire omo, me de be kire omo na ma no me num na bibi ya me amonko no so.
Me that's it.
Yes so a e ba be ka.
Me that's it. Eno ankasa mawene mani age wo hopa. Yeah, I'm really very happy. And I can't believe this is Maame Grace.
It's me. People say they don't believe. Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Yo.
So, in fact, Abrochire for no, they were very anxious wanting to watch this show.
Yeah, they watch.
Yes, and Maame church amunyina bogas for me chia munyina yankoko inhira mo see program we money je ho.
Yeah, they watch.
I know that I'm saying what you want.
They watch. So when they show it, that's
yes,
when we will know.
Sure. So in a nutshell, no, about the MMK, the MPSNI Penya, and it's a way is created on purpose. Whether we call it creation or existence, it's all the same. What we are in is what we are in. The woman and the woman. Tiyan share the bit me. That's the first understanding. So be babe come me ho. I tell them that a bibi drew wo because who know ye bibi ni. Ye ni a bibi drew for ho. And ye ni buru abrofu drew for ho. Abrofu drew for bruni. Na bibi drew ye for bibini. So ye bibini everything that you will do is a bibisem. When you shift directly or subtly from that bibi drew and answer a bibini kwan so per waira. Whatever you are doing is for the other side. So ebeboa because you invested a lot of time in there. But so ye bibini just by being bibini a benefit for you keke. Enti me wo platforms I'm creating. Yeah, WhatsApp platforms, Telegram. And I'm on TikTok. Now what I do is that so chat me or join me WhatsApp group. Me train you on the pictures of herbs. We ubohu say na bia me twa na me de atoso. We friend nyanya. So na maka we ye de yesi na ba no ye de yesi na ba de emre ye no. So ba person na se chia otimi yam na de ahye ho na na se ache. French ni be kan lovo tap. So and 2% echia ube yusu afi we no yetime de sa enti me kira onidin no na me kira na masan kira odin no se na yesi bo no ha no ne nkira ase enti afi emma enti ase a wo fa haban no ho no besesa emfa ho se wo ye kramoni ana kristoni me platform so obi a wo so bi obi a wo enye asori se ye ba be ka cho se wo share sumade a wo ma ha ana share mpabo a wo ma ha ye ni sa so everybody is welcomed. But when you join us, just be ready to learn because there are always lessons. Inti the kasafa hono ye enoma ye ya enye ebi ti say aduane ebi ti say noma ye digu ye ho ebi ti say noma ye dware. For example, me di nyanya ye support me nyusu broni support for some years now. Me support me use ye 2 low fast sponge local support no the mo friend broni support no e na nyanya enti we egu me kon yi me kwa mesan de egu adiem
no broni sapo na de
omo ato no broni sapo because abrofo be je boss low fast sponge no
no we say we use broni sapo
me can rubber there no
na omo use net no they don't use it oh
ayo
they don't use net
yen kan say broni na ya ba na
and they say or the basa fatch fish na so the baby
ayo it's a fish net momo
ani
eno na the type of sponges are me kasetia if you say minim ba bi efiri minim de ode ye but we dey minim haban we minim no madina bada so oba person ne color ye fa na ba no de abere no yedi ene ne turn system we say wo wodi owro ne ho so it is a natural exfoliator naturally because you use the angle of natural what do we call it anatomy of plants so we do when you share haban na ade na send wo nipadua no no ne de aya wa hunu no eno ana eye won hia school book bi antimi nchira we because Google doesn't have all these. Enti no, sesia no, ye twi obia bam, na obia bedwene se, me ye bibini, noma mi hia e ya bibifo noma. Fa osapo, low fast sponge, fa onyanya, fa dware. Samena ube dware ne nye samena wuni ma de amode ye. Enti mi ma ye samena. Me was spiritual soap e wo ho.
As I know now, why do you call it spiritual soap? If it is soap, so anya mana mo de tetale ho no na ma ne ye ne ye we. It is soap. Why spiritual soap?
Metro de ntia. Nipa bia oya de wo wiase no. Ye wo division of mind that leads to execution of what's the tax. Say nipa no gidi say o ka say Maame Grace wa ben a. Me call Maame Grace in China de o be kan bia metie. So o ka say Maame Grace oh she's just a normal person. me call Maame Grace in China, she may be spitting real sense, but mintie. So in a society where people already have certain...
So it's about planning of the...
Omu wo no ma omu gidi dada. Sa wo pese wo free achire pe won timi educate no.
Okay.
Ba wo ma de ogidi no, won de ne ya adwuma Paul strategy no. I will join you. Ye nyina yan sa agbaja. Yes, and you make just say, hey, akwano ne na be ne ya, ne be ne ya. Okofi akache ne se fiase atarema ne hye. So I use a strategy. Enti no. Enti eno wo.
Be honest.
Very honest. And so the next other one is say ye wo no ma binim wo ho a e wo say ye makwan. Nye because yende, but because ye ntimi control bibia besi. No man bi so wo ho a wo say ye makwan just because ye nye nkwa na wo wi ase. For example, menya anka na obi a hye gold, but obi a nhye gold. The internet say ha me. Menya manya into the NS me make sure the benefit of wearing gold color. If you like it, we'll be joining. So the next other thing is a nipa there's a need you dino and then a year one kasa. What you eat makes you. And he say, okay, say, oh, ubetimi adi momonia. Nche say umoja no be momoni moja. So ahonde e wo momoni mu no e na umoja be wo.
Dey zero.
Yes.
Hey.
Anti sanet here. Nti so okay say out for so pe nutrients e de momoni. Na udia. It is you labeling it so it looks nice for your consumption, but not truly very, very important. And that's what we do. I feel BB to say the kind of foods we consume, you know, they had a name and we are giving it a name now. And we are aye di no. They are aduane papa no, omo friend by four aduane. They are by four aduane no, omo friend aduane papa.
Which is what?
Which is akanchie, apreponsa, apiti, adibia nchini wom. So eto acheke mpihu kubensuo so nyaw
kubensuo so kan be
kubensuo no yeah omo label no and
are you serious?
Oh yes.
Coconut water?
Yes, it depends on the society you are privy to.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, somehow mama chiro what is almost say coconut water kubensuo yetimi de ohuru yanim hu no samanfo.
No, I've heard about fufu weduru a.
Yeah.
Ya ntwitwi mu no wudi
nsu.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kubensu. So metesa no mate ba me manyani. So what do I have to do? I have to study kubensu. Nti mafa kubensu ma practice. What did I do? Kubensu nsu okrojin a yentumi mfa chemical bi mfa mfra te say nsu a pompe water was pompe maye. So now it means that sending yankopon si born no. Apart from it being genetically engineered, definitely kube should give natural something. I feel me use kubensu no na me benefit here. The me here say ya odua bi efe no odi yaba. Na me say okay, if be odi dia has to talk about senses and eyes or sight. So if my senses and my sight sees now and there is something that is called adiye and there is already a fruit labeled at a DEA, then I should go after the
and
fruit.
The fruit even look like gland.
Yes, and find out why I should. So the me say, Misoki Odiaba ewo kubensium from Sabri till Adechianopa. Na no pan me sorry na me fire. Say me the mani without anybody's instruction, but my quest to study. Me the mani mu no. Atwan so na mani no hyehyeme. But I check na me hu say efia sha say den. You see, the problem with Africa is that we are not willing to allow the processes of change among us.
Yes, we are because, too cautious.
Yes, says ahamo maniate. Menye oh way. O goro ho wani be fira. And so the ye no da bia ya choro so say ampa wani be fira. But no the
ye polished.
Good. So if you tell me how I'm going to die, I should appreciate you for telling me you are killing me and telling me when I will die instead of me finding out how not to die. That's the problem. And you know, I choose to be at this side. And me hukuru manino. I feel that very night, you know, me so die, no. Now it's about normal chum so many years ago, and it was like somebody telling me a dream. Me sorry, so at the end down. That means that odi aba means that it can really show you something that is not.
Now move on kwa manum na mani nkotu nhami o. Educational platform. Ono wa bin no. Odi na ni ye chacha. Acho. So also be did that talk will be any man and fry. Okay. Sometimes
it has to be always chemical and sana disabon. One, odiaba nye poisonous. Two, kubensu yenom.
Meaning.
Anything that enters through your mouth can touch your eye. It only will give sensitivity.
Oh, dear, but the onya cold po now the two ordinary water mupo. Now a brown now no you bring out all the
mucus,
phlegms. Yeah.
Phlegms, you know. That's it. So I've learned that. I really love it. You know why? Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Good. Let me tell you why. I have learned a lot about odiaba, but I've never tasted it.
Really?
The whole kind of nurses here, no, I will shock you within the next few days. Discovery I made the concerning odiaba. No.
It's very, very good, especially
yes,
it's a one brepa.
I keep on thinking, say, how can I use it this way and cannot take it? But because as the ages, the uses of it in New Hontino, it looks like
it's
I
there,
use it for a lot of things.
Local places. It's very expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, so
very, very, very
when
expensive.
People you are educating here and there, so
very,
people
very,
start.
very expensive.
I'm for
Now we know the nurse, especially first thing in the morning. It's so great.
Great, thank you.
So
I think I really love this.
Okay, so your last words and then your media handles. This will start here now. Do power, do boom. Into the last words. Okay,
so I'm watching here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, viewers, for your time. I really appreciate. What I want to say is that I had a lot to say, but the time we have here is for respect. So I have respected the time, and I want to tell you that if you really want to learn something, I still have more to tell you. If I leave behind my number, do not make the mistake of just saving it or just being part of those who watch this. There is a lot that you need to know. There are a lot, and I have some I want to add to already what you know. Mempaye ne se obi a obehwe me no obehwe ade we wetentiase a enyini nye de egina ho ebi se ewiase ewe esono obrekuo ene esono odabo ne kra se wo ka se ne obi aka nasem obi se bibiduro esai kidney esai liver nti wagi adi wantima misa question se eya haban de ehe ene se kidney na ntwie ba 5 months eja ne maame no fo enom every enwura saa odi 20 ni yekuna yente se nantwie e liver issues or kidney issues na nipa de sania no mabiduru just 1 month na ne kidney asai. Does that mean our kidneys are so fragile? Does that mean that nantwie so onfaso maye? How about the metabolical processes? Do they have stronger mechanisms than us? Does that mean the God who created man to take care of nantwie is stupid? You have to be thinking like mine too, because the reason why I make us a baby because where Jama no be a diet yaw. Ye ni yade bia a nickname. I am diabetic. I am my friends say asthmatic. No akakanudin. Do not glorify names of sicknesses. The fact that you work hospitals, I can say in Chile, ayaresa. Sometimes listening to just the most important things you should have listened to can save you from hell. Sunya kwan obefa so normal atwa ho ahia no nyina be ye faso de dua bia so won faso ye fra onipadua fa brese wo dwene ho se die nti na fra mi nipadua na bi se dua ben na gina ho mame ene eye yawoda fo nyina wo dua ben na gina ho ma odi ya ba dua na kora dua sa nua we egina ho ma wa wakwa ho kire mu hwehwe adubrafo wa wo ye yawoda ni makwan ma onyansa nyini koduru odoma nkoma ntiase mu na okasa yete se jata ode abofo ntiantiamu kasa eno eni nimde ema enye komu asafo mu akristofo mu na me kan to dwa wo Maame Grace show so se enye mra eyetebea emema no nyina nsuya nyansa ma omo nyansa no nutibea bi aba bia be feel se mi wura be kan nyina amaye inse se obehya no mra ebi so oba bia ntena se ma wo mfa kasabon nse ni fie minuanom medam ase mani aso se mabaha se mo hwe video no yie na mo share video no na maame no hu se ampa metimi aka bibia ma mo atia obekoso de ma ba ha me so my ready if you say ba bia sampa wo bia no ni papa bia pe ho enu nti frɛ me ubetimi afrɛ me ubetimi a chat me prefer WhatsApp group no timi de me number to dwa pe fa number no na send the hi
Maka Joseph number to dwa
because of my handles.
I'm giving you that opportunity.
I'm sorry.
His handles a number.
I'm sorry.
Social media handle is TikTok, Facebook. You see, or starting here not the power. Oh, you finish.
Say am I saying what am I kwenya? Do you
they doing what they can?
Thank you so much. 18 pacho. My number is 054 621 3471. Send Maame Grace ati asiama wo boy. Minim say engineers no de beto so. ama mo anya number because Maame no te ase bibia ya kama enti 054 621 3471 enti said be ya ubetima say because emerafo no ebia na wo twera wo nya ne yie enti Maame no be boa wo no wetima anya number send hi keke na bra me group um yankopon hyira mo enti social media no me wo Facebook Kelpro chiropractic and natural remedies. So, and over Facebook. Now, YouTube, doc, Kelpro, DOC, and a KELPRO. And then your friend is saying TikTok. And a YouTube, Kelpro TV. Kelpro TV. And to call YouTube now about Kelpro TV. Kelpro ni KELPRO, not TV. Over subscribe and no follow. Now, waba, WhatsApp and so. Send a media can me da wase.
Yo abusia di aka no ye management for nso so asem o se o kire ade no o de ma wo kire wo se de o ye no no kina wan hwehwe no oni wa na waye. That is what I want for us. Enti se yemfa ne bra life a mun vote in life ne yemfa ne bra ne bie phone lines no na mo amun bisa no mo personal questions ne eduro ni niama mo hwehwe ni nyina no wo fra na wa bisa na de obekire obia no na wa chempa cho wo kotibu ye duro
pa
untu wo eduro bia bi
min ka se ni nyina bi but yare am nim no de so far say yare bi wo ha yenya hu ye
na nufu egu wo nufu e be manage na fallen heroes.
It depends on if the person is ready for time treatment.
Do will be that
time. Yeah, but it will take your time. Uji tumu kwa there definitely you see the change.
And them say them will be the benya ni Yesu eh. Ah Yesu nyane da. Refi. Na betu menya Muhammad photo amame.
Mankasa me wo magic. See we draw.
So that is Maame Grace and Dr. Kelvin. Or no, I'll say Kelpro. Maybe I'll call Kelpro. Maybe an assembly wa mentimi and bisano. But mo fan in bra life na me bisano questions. Me what questions me no me and say bi. E wo ho me pese me bisana kan be bisana about prophecy ni ade by your time no. I don't know. More than ba na life na me bisano na then we open the phone lines for you to have your way. With him and obaswa ebi amobe to me na kasa no we in spectacles na say ebi as say we gaining grounds into we feel safe now na ebi obe ana obe yapon you be say wakasa wa do ni yeju and the year no mu hu ani ase yeah
but yema we no kona ye nya next time so mutimi vote am yi so move am
vote so ada blackmail ni pa na so obi bia de to chacha hey negen
so person nya ade wo nyankopon ho a gi so hunu chacha to yes I wonya hwe.
Yeah, you said your papa no so yeah my scripture so. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys a lot. Mon voting in life na minya kwan bisa no. Me questions why? Me wo question ba ku bia me bisa no nti mon voting na me bisa no. Me voting me the other so if you vote then we bring him open phone lines and then we do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Your greatest. I'm always the Sun Goddess. Shalom, peace.